There's been a topic that's been on my mind for quite a while now. In fact, I've had this conversation several times with one of my friends, and I've been really leery about talking about it publicly or sharing my opinion because I know that it is already a controversial topic, and I know that people are going to not agree with me. But I decided to have a conversation with you because I would love to know how all of you weigh in, what your opinion is on this. And this is on shaming as well as self-care, self-love. So I believe 100% that we all need to work on getting rid of that inner monologue, that negative self-talk that we all have. And usually it's a voice of somebody that's hurt us in the past, or something that we feel ashamed of for one way or the other. And I feel like we all need to work really hard on learning to love ourselves. But at the same time, that message I feel has gotten completely misconstrued in the very recent couple years because of the fact that I see that people talk about self-love and, loving every part of their body and, quotes and hashtags about real women have curves and all this, love me for exactly who I am. I do believe that. I believe that everybody should be loved exactly where they are. But at the same time, I see this as a problem that a lot of people are like, hey, I see it. Fat girls need love. Big girls need love. Real women have curves. And there's shaming on both ends because I have been shamed so many times. When I started my fitness journey, I was somebody who was skinny fat. I was super unhealthy. What people don't understand is you can be at what somebody considers an ideal weight or even a healthy weight, but be super unhealthy. And I was that person. I smoked, I drank, I ate bacon all the time, I ate fast food, I ate processed foods. So I wasn't healthy just because I was at a weight that looked acceptable to society. But I was shamed by people in the office that I worked in. They would be like, oh, there's the skinny girl trying to show us all up. Oh, go figure. And I have recently heard a story from my best friend who's lost 160 pounds that a larger woman in the gym came in and shamed her and was like talking like horribly to her about, oh, this is easier on you. And so I know it goes both ways. But at the same time, what I'm seeing is people, it feels like, are using the big women, need love too. I love my body. Real women have curves, self-love, all these things as an excuse not to move forward. And I know that you should love yourself on every, step of your journey. But I saw this woman post the other day, and I wrote it down because I wouldn't remember it word for word, but a shirt that said tubby, chunky, fat, proud, squishy, plump, hefty. And she was saying it with a smile, and at this one, and I'm like, wow, good for you. You need to have confidence, because I was somebody who was really actually skinny, but lacked confidence. And so it doesn't matter what size you are, your confidence and your worth should not be linked together. However, at the same time, she was, basically saying that she was just going to be as is. And if you are severely overweight, you're not healthy. I mean, you may be working towards it. And I know that there are people out there who are overweight, who are more fit than people who are, at a slender and look like their ideal weight. But I feel like the message has gotten way out of context now. You do need to love yourself, that you do need to accept yourself for, who you are, and not shame yourself, and get rid of that, inner monologue of that, nasty person that lives inside your head. But at the same time, just saying like, oh, it's the thing now to be, love yourself. And I know there's the model, the plus size model, oh, what is her name? I can't remember. But she really promotes this, and it's like, it gives some people permission to be like, well, I don't need to change because, you should love me this way. And I see this in other areas as a mom. I hate my stretch marks. I have been a mom for 20 years and I hate my stretch marks, but I have been shamed by other moms like, oh, how dare you say that? That means you don't love your kid. Oh, those are badges of honor. I don't care what you call it, and I don't care what you think about it. I don't care what your body looks like. I hate it. And honestly, I'm gonna be completely honest, most of the people who tell me to get over it are people who don't have stretch marks, or they're like, I have stretch marks, and it's like one tiny one way at their hip that nobody can see. But I feel like these things that are supposed to be body positive, or her name was Ashley Graham, these body positive people that are out there spreading a message, because I've heard Ashley Graham speak, I see what she says, but at the same time, it's also you need to talk about, self-love and body positive and positive self-image at the same time talking about getting healthy, about getting to a healthy weight, about staying active, about eating right. Because if you continue to stay, morbidly obese or overweight, you're not doing the things that really actually show self-love. And seeing somebody in a shirt that says tubby, chunky, fat, proud, squishy, plump, hefty, I just have a problem with. And I also understand that people do that. They beat you to the punch. I have been made fun of my whole entire life for being Asian. And I've found over the years that it's easier to beat people to the punch, make Asian jokes about myself, and act like I am totally fine with it. So I get that people do that. But anyways, I just wanted to share this because it's been going on in my mind. I've had conversations with friends, and I've been leery about sharing my opinion with people because I don't want to be shamed and, have people come at me with pitchforks because, oh, you're supposed to be, encouraging people and you're being mean. I'm not. I just think that there should be a balance, and I would love to hear how you feel about this subject as well.